Ladies and gentlemen, I want to tell you that the order given by CS Murkomen on shoot to kill is completely unconstitutional, unlawful, is a human rights violation. And Murkomen should see himself as a candidate for ICC. And because he doesn't know that, I want to remind him that the president he's serving is an ICC candidate and has actually appeared before ICC. I also want to remind Murkomen that he's serving an ICC government. And this is the evidence. In the year 2013, William Ruto was a suspect in ICC. He is the president now. His deputy was a lawyer to an ICC suspect. So deputy president was also in ICC. The third person is Mohammed Amin. Mohammed Amin was an ICC witness. So if you are DCI, your deputy president and the president was in ICC at the same time, are we not in ICC government? So Murkomen, please stay away. Come call a press conference and recant the issue of shoot to kill. Because if it continues, you are going to ICC. Remember, on Sabasaba Day, we are coming to the street. And you also will shoot us to kill, isn't it? All the cases of shootings will be put on your head. So you only have a few days from now. Go and recant. And let me tell you what is wrong here. What is wrong with that statement is you have to know that the policemen are Kenyans. When you tell them anybody approaching the police station shall be shot, what if they shoot their mother-in-law? What if they shoot their brother? What if they shoot their sister? But can't you shoot your son? Did you not realize last time when Bungei was arresting people, he found his son on the street? Don't you remember the case of Justin Muturi? You are attorney general and you find your son being abducted. So don't you know that Kenyans are related? So I can tell you, how can you know that is your son from afar? Does Bullet know how to distinguish between your son and your brother and your uncle and your sister? So I can tell you this cannot work because these policemen are human beings. Remember also, some of them did not join police force to kill. They also joined to serve Kenyans. Second point I want to tell him is the following. You are telling the policemen that silaha sio mandazi. You are telling them that bullets are not for symbolic use. Let me tell you the following, that you cannot tell the policemen that their life comes first before the citizens. Do you know why they're in the police service? Do you know why they're in the military? Their priority is to defend the citizens of Kenya, not to defend themselves first. So they cannot be able to put Kenyans' life on the line first. They defend Kenyans, so a Kenyan should die only after they have died. Not that Kenyans must die before they die. Then they are not the security. Whom are they securing if the people they are secure must die first before they die? It does not make any logical sense. And I want to tell Murkomen, the problem you are facing is the following. You are working for a government that is not professional. You have to know William Ruto do not belong to any professional association. You belong to LSK as a lawyer. Kindiki used to belong to LSK for a lawyer. After shoot to kill, we are going to ask LSK to remove you from that list. Kindiki should be removed from that list. The president, William Ruto, has never worked even as a waiter. Even as a security guard, he has never worked. He finished university and his first job was an MP. He does not know how to do any professional work. So if that is the person you're following his order, he does not respect professionalism. That's why all professionals who are working with William Ruto, after they join that government, they look like they are jokers. Kagwe was the minister for health under Uhuru Kenyatta. Now in your government, he's minister of agriculture. He looks like he does not know what he's doing because he cannot be a professional. Anybody who tries to be a professional always leave. And the question we are trying to tell you, Mr. Murkomen, you have to understand that there are so many different types of people who come to the street for different reasons. You bring goons and you protect goons while you kill Kenyans who are actually very law abiding. The police force should keep law and order. And when you bring goons to the street, you destroy order. And I want to ask Mr. President, with his guy Murkomen, please let us see whether you are yourself keeping law and order on the streets. You cannot turn Kenyan streets into a battlefield. You cannot be able to be using your despotic deputy IG called Langat to be supervising how things are working. I'm sure you are still having calls with him. He's still running the police force. I want to tell Murkomen, if you are a serious minister for interior, the first thing you need to do is to ensure Langat is not in the police station. If you go to all police stations in Kenya, on the right of William Ruto, we can see the picture of Kanja. On the left, we can see the picture of Langat, meaning Langat is still the deputy IG. Remove him from there so that we can have another person, or at least let William Ruto remain with Kanja only, because currently he said he stepped down. And someone cannot step down and appoint his own person taking office. You cannot delegate to any office. So simply said, you don't know how to become a CS. You are clueless as a minister for transport. You will still remain clueless as minister for interior. But for you, it's rather you remain clueless, but to end up in prison. Because I can tell you, you are an ICC candidate. We are going to prosecute you, and we are going to ensure that every Kenyan who dies after your shoot to kill order is on your head. And by and large, the person who has appointed you. And I want to tell Kenyans now, the president is the commander in chief of all the armed forces. Having given illegal orders, I want to tell the chief of staff, the CDF, the so-called Kaniri, you have to know your president is not fit to command. A commander in chief should be fit to command. And if you give wrong commands, then you are not fit. Mentally, the president is sick. He cannot give any suitable command to the Kenyans, even to defense forces. So I'm telling Kaniri, go and arrest the man. After arresting the man, I'm willing to be the commander in chief of all peaceful protesters in Kenya. I can command the peaceful protesters. Let President William Ruto command the goons, isn't it? And the armed policemen who don't know how to use their guns. Me on Sabasaba Day, I'll be commanding the peaceful protesters. And I want to tell Mr. President, I know your script. Your script goes this way. I saw you change the military ranks just the other day. And by and large, you have brought all the challenges inside that force. I can tell you, General Ogolla died so that there can be movements up so that you can create room for your Kalenjin tribesmen. Now you are tribalizing the military. You have tribalized the police force. I know that General Ogolla died so that by the time you are going for election, the CDF must be from Sugoi. And you want all the lieutenants around the CDF also to come from Lugoi. That's why so many people died. General Ogolla did not die alone. So many gallant soldiers died with him. So those who are replacement now you are doing. Now your policemen also you want that by the time going for election, the inspector general is from Sugoi. And then the police ranks are also from Sugoi. So that you have both the police and also you have the military. I want to tell you that even if you have more challenge in the police force and the military, so long as Kenyans do not want you, you will still go. And you have used a word that if you are going home, how are you going home? I can tell you, Mr. President, if you are a presidential material, and if you are a leader, when Kenyans say they want you to go, don't ask how to go. You should ask, why should you go? The question is why, not how. Because how is simple. If you don't know how, wait for us on Sabasaba Day in State House. Don't block us. We'll give you express transport to Sugoi. We know how to take you to Sugoi. But why is that Kenyans are fed up? You promise them healthcare, nothing. You promise education, nothing is working. You promise jobs, they're not working. Kenyans are asking for bread and fish. What you throw back is a bullet. How can a father give a snake and a stone when kids ask for fish and bread? If you don't know how to give bread and fish, leave State House. So the reason why is you are not giving fish and bread. You are giving what? stone and snake. So because you are giving us stone and snake, that's why Kenya is saying you must go. And I can tell you, I've seen many dictators, even Assad used even nuclear weapons on his citizens. He left. I can tell you, you are going home. It may be today, it may be tomorrow, it might be half term, it might be one term, but the point is that your regime will have an end. Mr. President, when you are not in power, how will you survive with what you are doing to Kenya? So just stop it. Go home. Stop lecturing us. You are a politician. You are not an economist. The Kenyan problem is economic, not political. And with your political solutions, Kenyans will remain angry and they still say Ruto must go. And surely you must go. And in fact, eventually you will go. Thank you.